everybody, my name's Kristy Scruggs and I'm an executive unit leader with AVON, and today I wanted to talk to you about linear income versus residual income, what it is, and how it applies to you as an AVON business owner. So we're going to start off with linear income. Linear income is what you earn if you're working a traditional job, a 9-to-5 job, 8-to-4 job, where you have to work 40 hours a week and you get paid based off how many hours you work. You work 40 hours, you get paid for 40 hours. If you work 20 hours, you get paid for 20 hours. It's a you work it, you get it, and that's it. It makes it hard for the average person to get ahead in life because in order to earn more money at this type of job, there's only 3 ways that you're going to be able to do that. 1 is to get a raise at your job. 2 is to work more hours. Or 3, get a second job. That's the only way that you're going to be able to increase your earnings with linear income. It makes it hard for people to get ahead because, say something tragic in your life happens and you need to take off time. Well, unless you have a job that has benefits where you get sick leave or vacation time, you're not going to get paid for the time that you take off from work. And if something really bad happens and you need to take an extended amount of time off from your job and you don't have the time to cover that, if you do have those benefits, you're not going to get paid. So a lot of people end up having to go back to work earlier than what they should, with injuries that they shouldn't be working, or perhaps, they're dealing with death in the family and they needed some more time to grieve that loved one's loss. But they're unable to do that because they have bills to pay and they've got to get back to work so that they can get that paycheck. That is what we're talking about with linear income. Now, switching over to residual income. Residual income, it allows you to do the work and you continuously get paid over and over and over for it. And I'm going to give you an example of how that works. With an AVON representative who decides they're going to build a business, a beautiful business, and they work hard and they are dedicated to AVON for a year. They're working as many hours as they can put in. They're building that team. They're building their sales. They're establishing their business. And they work and they work and they get up to a point where they're making a paycheck with AVON every 2 weeks with their leadership of $400. But something in their life happens and they become discouraged, or they feel like they're spinning their wheels and they're just not getting anywhere, and they give up. They continue to sell, but not at the rate that they were. They decide not to team build anymore. They decide to spend more time on the couch. But the thing with residual income is, even though they're not working that business like they have for the last year, they're still getting paid for that work that they did the entire year before. Unlike linear income, which if you work for a year, you get paid for a year and that's it. With residual income, you're still getting paid for the work that you put in. Even a year later, after not working and not building their business anymore, just putting in what they need to get by, they're still, after a year, getting a $75 check. They're getting paid for sitting on the couch. And that's how residual income works. And as an AVON representative and an AVON leader, you are able to decide that. There's times in my life that things have went wrong. I had a very hard pregnancy with my last baby, and there was times I just couldn't get off, out of bed rest. I was in the hospital for a while. I was in there a week before I was able to have her. Then I was there a week after I had her. She continued to stay there. She was a preemie, and I wanted time with my baby. And the great thing was, I had that time because I had built my AVON business up to a point where I was receiving residual income. So every 2 weeks I was still getting a check, even though I wasn't able to work my Avon business. I was putting in small orders and keeping my close customers happy, but I wasn't out building my team, and I wasn't really working my business the way I should. But I was still getting a check every 2 weeks, and I was able to pay my bills, and I was able to take care of family obligations that if I had a regular traditional job, I would have had to go back to work a lot sooner than what I would have wanted and what I was actually capable of doing, because I would have been out of time, out of sick leave and vacation time, and I would have had to go back to work. And I see a lot of parents having to do that, saying, I wish I could stay home longer with my baby. I'm not really ready to go back. Emotionally, I'm not ready to go back. But they have no other choice because they're living off a linear income, and that's what they have to do in order to pay the bills. With residual income, you're still getting paid, even though you're not able to get out and do that type of stuff. So when you are able to get back up and get out on your feet, and in my case, take your baby with you, you're able to continue to build your business, and you'll see your check start going up again. But it's every 2 weeks you're still receiving that check, even though things have happened in your life where you weren't able to work 40 hours that last week. So that's why I enjoy my Avon business and I enjoy my residual income. Who knew it was this great? And once you realize and your light bulb comes on, you'll realize what I'm saying, and you'll want to build up your business too, so that you'll see that residual income as well. I hope this has turned on a light bulb for you. And if you have any questions, be sure to find me on Facebook. Have a great evening.